Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Today is a warm day in New York. It's beginning of the spring, so we have some sun, we have some warmth. Finally came our way. And today, what do you want? What do you want? Leave me alone, I'm making a video. Come on, go. Go, Simon, go. Go that way. Come on, go. Oh, yeah, there's another one. I can't make no videos. These cats. But anyway, guys, not now. Today is the day I decided to actually work on the white one here. And agenda is to replace the carpet, the floor carpet. And that is a job in itself. So not only that, I'm going to be replacing the carpets, I have to remove the carpet on this vehicle, and I have to remove the carpet off the parts car that's back behind there. And that will require basically doing two interiors at once. And I also don't have much space to just store it anywhere, so I'm gonna have to put the this color, the brown one, into the parts car, and the black carpet from the parts car to put in here. So, and then I pull all the parts back in the vehicle so I don't have them all scattered around. But because it's clean, like it's warm, I cleaned up the area here so I can put all my stuff right on the concrete there. We're gonna start. It's a job, like I said, in itself, so I would rather have the carpets done, because the carpets themselves, that job is unrelated to any other jobs, except for the center console. And center console will have to come out first. And once it's out, then we have to take out B pillars, right? Those things have to come out. This is the 600, so it has a little piece here, and the screws that hold the bottom portion are behind the pillar. So this pillar has to come out before I can reach them screws. And that's that. So once that's done, the door seals here will have to come out. And then front seats will have to come out as well. Well, you know, I'm not talking about the kick panel over there. That also has to come out. But that side is already removed. So that one will have to come out. And the seats will have to come out. And all of that stuff has to be put in, you know, put somewhere, because, you know, that's the rear seat right here. So the bottom portion of the rear seat. Like I said, the leather is just goner. So, and that's what I will need room for. Well, I guess we'll start on the center console and then get the seats out. And obviously once it's all out, I'm thinking of washing it underneath, you know. Maybe penetrate it with some oils or what have you. This carpet is two-piece. This is the frontal portion. One portion up front, second portion up front. The rear portion is a solid piece that goes around, and then under the seats, further to the back. So that's just one piece that goes under seats and the rear tunnel, drive shaft tunnel. Then you have also the plastics over there. They will come out. There are vents underneath on top of that, so we have to be careful with those. And that should be enough for today's project. It already sounds quite enough, so I'm just gonna have to reposition the vehicle so it's easier to open doors, get all the tools, and I'm probably gonna put in whatever loose parts that are currently, you know, on the seats, on the floor, some screws here and there. Probably gonna put them in a separate container so I don't mix up the parts that I'm gonna be removing now with all the bolts and attachment points, right? So I don't have them mixed around. And then once that's done, oh yeah, that piece, I think I will have to come. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. I'm thinking about the knee bolster here. This piece. Should I remove it to get that carpet out easier or not? But if I have no seat, then I'm gonna slide the carpet this way, and it just should slide back in, because there will be no center console in place as well. Climate control and the radio, these are just sitting there. Everything else is quite loose. So yeah, and the center console, I still have some questions about the rear HVAC, because the car behind me for parts is a 500. It does not have rear air conditioner. This one does have rear heat and AC, and the whole assembly, the unit and the evaporator is in the heater core is back underneath the headrest, whereas 500 only has a storage. But we'll go with the flow. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet. So, all right, this is a quick introduction, if you will. Yeah, what is going on over here? What's going? Oh, it's this piece. All right. So I'm just like, why is it making this kind of sound when I close the door? So that should be enough. I'll start somewhere. Once you start, you have to finish. So this is going to be a first step. Okay, so I'm kind of in the middle of the job. Now I got the center console cover removed. The seat, passenger side front is removed. Some trims and front carpet is removed. So this is where we are. This is what it looks like. Okay, so now the donor vehicle. This is the same disassembly process, basically, just like with the white car, but with this vehicle I decided that I'm gonna do all of the trims here removed along with the seat, and I'll do the center console when that seat is still in place, because I'm gonna have to turn the car around. And also I wanted to show the severity of the damage, that the damage itself. So basically, the car was running on the highway. I think it was like a 65 or 75 miles an hour, and the front wheel, the guy fell asleep, and the front wheel hit the divider at full speed and hit the frame. The wheel itself, the rim, was absolutely destroyed. It ripped out control arm, and it hits this area right here. Now the whole impact goes through the suspension, through the rim, into the frame of the car, and it starts folding basically, because you can see how this thing is lifted. The carpet is lifted here. This is the one that we're going to remove. Obviously I'm gonna wash it quickly. You don't see much over here, to be honest with you, but because carpet has lifted, you can see from this area, so that means the buckle is right around here somewhere. The door jamb here bent. This is a strong car. This is a 140 chassis. This is not, it's not a bicycle. This is a serious machine, very heavy steel. And that damage, and then going back behind here, I think this rim also hit something, because it is twisted that way. And look how much it folded back in the rear. Folded here, folded here. It's like this whole car took an impact like a champ, to be honest. And even at that, doors do not close perfectly, but they do close. As you can see, they still close after all these damages. They did buckle a lot over here. You see there's a gap between the doors. So this whole body took the impact through the frame, and the rest of the car was basically unaffected. The only airbag came out, that was the door airbag here. Passenger door airbag came out. Front airbag did not come out. And yeah, basically, I don't think there is any reason to repair this vehicle, because there's too much damages. So therefore, I mean, the sad part about it is like it's a perfectly running engine and perfect transmission. It ran, drove perfectly fine. It was the car for the highway drive. Everything was basically done on it, and then this accident happened. So right now, well, I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. I'm gonna repark the car, get on the driver's seat there, and then start taking out the wood on the center console, then the center console itself to be lifted off, removed, and then B-pillar on that side, because this side B-pillar is already removed. As you can see, it's not here anymore. So just gonna do the other side. It's just like I found out that it's easier for me to work in that order. It's easier than the order that I started with the white car. All right, yeah, there's a bunch of parts back in the trunk from some other cars too, by the way, not only from this car. I had some windows here, the glass that somebody gave me. This is the panel for the front floor, the triangle glasses, you know, the windows, these pieces here. Sometimes the dirt gets inside, so it's kind of hazy in my car. The white one there needs to have glass replaced because the haziness is inside the glass. It's not on the outside, it's actually in between, right? Because vacuum sealed window here, so you got that. And like I said, as sad as it seems, this engine has 146,000 miles. It runs perfectly fine. There is no check engine light. It's, well, these lights is because the front is slightly disassembled. Yeah, like I said, it was a perfect runner. So I'm gonna move this around. Yeah, door switches, I used some other switches I had laying around, so disregard those. So the seat moves kind of weird, but that's the way it is. Oh yeah, while I'm at, okay, well, whatever. So I'll continue doing what I'm doing. Oh yeah, headlight switch is good, and the e-brake cable, the release, brake release is good, so I can use that in the other vehicle as well, because those were replaced just before the accident, so they're basically new. Handle and the switch, so might as well just transfer them over to the other vehicle. All right, so another quick addition. Well, not quick, 5 minutes is a long addition, and I'll move along. Okay, so another update now. The floor, the rear section is removed from the parts vehicle, and the brown mats, you know, the carpets, I just slapped them back in there just because I don't want to have this car with no floors at all. You know, I'll put seats back in and everything because I really have no use for these. I'm sure they can be resurrected, but they're not water damaged, but they're old, they're damaged, they're dirty, you know, it's just too much. Plus, you know, I want a white car with black interior. That's what I want. Yeah, so these are the seats, obviously some trim parts and all that. And here's the rear floor. There is some water in here in the rear floor, as you can see. So first order of business will be to bring out my wet dry vacuum cleaner and get the water out of there. And then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I want to bring, now I have to put something in there so I can drive this car out of here, and then put in a white one so I can transfer the carpets over into the white one. Now we have the white car here back in the spot, and I'm going to install a black carpet in it right now. Now the vents here, they seem different, obviously, because the split HVAC system, right? Because without rear air conditioner, you have two vents coming from the front. Here we have vents coming from the actual unit, because you switch the unit and then you get your own air control. So the air is coming through here. These vents, they only come from the side here a little bit, from here, from the front, and then these two, from this area comes this vent, the air from the rear HVAC unit. Just wanted to show the floor condition. It's actually not too bad. I'm not going crazy. I'm not washing this. This is fine. It's nice, dry, no rust really, no watermarks, anything like that. So it's just old, you know, that's all it is. So I'm gonna just drop in this carpet in it, and because all of this monstrosity has to go, all of these parts all over the place. Yeah, this is terrible. So I have to put in this carpet. Now, like I said, I use the wet dry vacuum cleaner. I also, what is it, one of these things. So you know, it's just something to refresh the carpet a little bit slightly. And yeah, I'm gonna just put it in, because front ones you can take out. I mean, regardless, this is going in now. The rest of the water will vaporize whatever the moisture is left. That's gonna go away when the car is in operation. A hot summer day, open the windows, it'll be just fine. I had to trim the centerpiece, by the way, so the HVAC unit will fit. This carpet will fit over the HVAC unit, because the original carpet, well, you know, it's the reason I'm replacing this. Look at this. This is all beat up and old and dried up, very dry, like seriously dry. It's just, and this one is nice and shaped. You see the shape. It's all preserved, and this one is just old. All right, by looking at the carpets, yeah, there might be slight differences here and there. Hopefully it's all going to fit, because I might have to work on it a little bit, because this one does not have the cutouts for the vents, right? Like right here for the center vents, none. So I might have to actually work on it now so I can make a cutout from here over, unless it will compress or unless I delete those vents completely. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take them out. Yeah, I don't think there is gonna be a limousine made out of this vehicle, so I don't think I'll need them actually. It's just less work if I'll delete the vents, the ducts, just leave the front ones, versus me doing all of these modifications. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. The rear HVAC doesn't work. It doesn't even matter actually. AC does, but heat does not. I'll think about it in a minute and then decide what I'm doing. All right, so we'll move along. Okay, so before the sun is down, we'll be wrapping up a little bit here with videos, because I'm not doing the door panels like I said. The carpet is what I wanted to put in, and this is what it looks like in here. Actually pretty decent. I had to do some modifications to the seat belt height adjustment, and the whole seat belt has to be replaced because the buckle is different. 92 has these elongated buckle, and 98 has a shallow one, so I'm gonna replace the seat belts. I wanted to do them anyway, but that's not going to be happening today. But I'm not putting the bib pillars on, just gonna do the bare minimal. Just gonna wrap up these seats. You know, this one goes on the other side, but before I'll do that, I have to put the driver's seat in that car, because that car is like sitting there with no seat, so it's messed up. I can't even drive it. But so far so good. I cleaned the carpet quickly with the vacuum cleaner, wet vacuum cleaner, whatever that thing is, with the solution, and that should be enough. And seat belts will go in next. And I also fixed the seat rear height adjustment, because this seat did not adjust up and down, the rear portion of it. It wasn't working, right? So now it does work. Yeah, the leather is not brand new on this seat either, so I have to treat the leather very well, because it is also dry. But you know, you have this seat right here, or you have this seat right here. Well, the answer is extremely apparent, like you want that seat. And again, my personal favorite color combination is a white vehicle on the outside and black interior on the inside. I don't know, that's just me. It's just me.